Hi everyone and welcome back to the Bodcast. This is episode 40 and said it's the big 4-0, which makes me feel a little bit old because, we're approaching those.
Yep.
Let's not think about that. Anyway, I'm here and Ian's here.
Yep, I'm here.
And today's episode we're going to be discussing how to share your love of Lego. Which platform should you use to do it? Is that right? Is that what we're going to discuss?
Yeah, kind of.
Does it matter?
Does it matter
which platform you use? So we are obviously using YouTube as our main platform of choice.
Yep. Well, you say that YouTube is our main one, but we're also doing Instagram.
Yep.
That's the only one I use.
That's true.
You do TikTok videos. I mean,
do.
they tend to be just your shorts.
Yep.
But everyone enjoys good shorts.
It's true.
We have done 2 streams on Twitch.
I've done more than 2 streams on Twitch. Yeah, I've done quite a few, but
So,
that was a while back.
yeah.
And I can't find the right sort of time to do a Twitch stream because I kind of the things that feel quite good about Twitch streams are just very chilled out streams, just sorting Lego. We did a couple of those.
Yeah.
And it was really nice, but during the day I'm always working on videos. You can't really stream that.
No.
So it's trying to find the right opportunity to share. We also have a Twitter account and a Facebook account.
Yeah.
We don't really share much there. We just use those more as marketing for our YouTube, I think.
Yeah. So I feel it's interesting. You say Twitch, very laid back, relaxed, kind of building, sorting streams. And yet a lot of people who've gone over to Twitch have gone there because it's a lot more intense, I feel.
Yeah, I think there's the 2 different ways to do it. And that's everyone sort of sees Twitch as maybe the intense one. But I think that it works really well for the laid back ones.
Yeah.
So I guess it's...
I mean, the main Twitch channel that I watch is Cranky Bricks.
Yeah.
Which is very much a relaxed, just chill, build or sort stream. You've got some of the
she's got the
interaction
interactive elements of like spending your points and things on things.
Yeah, but it's still a very relaxed way.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel that some people have gone, I'll go to Twitch because it's different to what YouTube is. But what they actually mean is they're going to Twitch so they can be different to how they are on YouTube.
So you think that if you're going to do both, you have to put on a different persona for each?
I don't think you have to. I think it's that people want to.
Well, so if you look at Jang, he has fully embraced the crazy of Twitch.
Yeah.
And that's like the antithesis of what he's normally like.
Yes.
So has he gone there for that, or is he just embracing it because he is there? Like, has he gone specifically wanting to push himself to a different style?
Well, if he was doing exactly the same thing there as he was doing on YouTube, then what's the point of doing it in 2 places?
Yeah, but I guess because you'll catch the audience that aren't on YouTube. That's one benefit. But yeah, doing something different is fun. Ultimately.
Yeah. But it's like you'll see people who don't swear on YouTube will swear on Twitch.
Yeah, I don't really understand
nothing in
that.
the platform that says that swearing is more acceptable on one than the other. It's just what they've gone with.
Yeah.
Possibly it's because YouTube does this worry about losing monetization on a stream.
Yeah.
And so if you swear, you can end up losing the money. Whereas on Twitch, maybe that's less of a concern to people.
I'm not sure I know enough about Twitch to know why it seems acceptable. I mean, they have do they have a thing where you can turn off swearing in the chat?
Yes.
You can
so
set your own level of...
For someone watching, you can have it that it will either...
filter them out
Yeah.
or not. So already it seems that they're expecting worse language and giving you the option to filter it out. Whereas on YouTube, it's... we don't allow it kind of thing.
Do they not?
I don't know. Things get held in the chat.
Yes.
Based on what you've said, so I'm going to guess...
But you can let them through, can't you?
I've no idea.
No.
I don't think I've ever noticed someone say something and have an option to let it through.
So obviously where it does come to being a big difference on platforms is YouTube versus Instagram.
So it's a completely... well, I say it's a completely different platform because YouTube is video, Instagram wasn't, but it kind of is more now.
Yeah.
So you've got Instagram TV for the longer form, and then the Reels for the short form.
Yeah.
And stories as well. You can put videos in there. So you
can stream.
Yeah, you can do live streams. So there is a lot more now available on Instagram.
Yeah. But I think it's history coming from pictures.
Yeah.
Means that you end up with a different mentality going into it, maybe.
I find that you get a lot of mock creators on Instagram because it's a good platform for sharing mocks.
Yeah.
People just want to see the end result normally with a mock. There are people who are interested in the process and the build techniques, but you get a lot of your traction from, look at this pretty thing I made.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so beautiful, kind of thing. And that doesn't really translate into a video. Like, a picture is enough.
Yeah.
You're getting a lot of reels, though, of memes and things.
Yes.
Especially, I see a lot more in the Lego community than ever before. And they are funny.
Yes.
But they're a completely different thing again. So,
to the point where I don't really see reels in Instagram. It very rarely shows up in any of my content that I'm looking through.
I think you specifically have to go to the reels tab, don't you?
Every so often it will have them, and it shows like 3 side by side and plays a small clip from one and then the next and then the next. I just keep scrolling at those.
And the thing is that a lot of people have said that Instagram cares more about reels now than it does profile posts.
Right.
So a lot of people who aren't comfortable with reels are having to make them to get the algorithm or such.
Yeah.
Pushing their content again.
Also, that's because at the moment Instagram is trying to poach people from TikTok.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what all of the platforms are really doing is, TikTok started off with these very short, was it 10 seconds, then went up to 30 seconds, then a minute, 3 minutes, and now 10 minutes.
10 minutes seems too long. I don't go to TikTok for 10-minute videos.
No. But so they came out with these short ones. People love that, and so therefore all of the other platforms started trying to steal some of that. With the exception of Twitch, that kind of just went, meh.
We're happy with what we do. We'll stick with that.
Yeah. But yeah, so I mean, I don't really tell any difference between the short TikTok videos, an Instagram reel,
and a YouTube short.
A YouTube short.
They're all just short form content in different places. So, what would you use Facebook and Twitter for in sharing your love of Lego?
Talking to elderly relatives.
Talking to elderly relatives. Wow. Way to upset.
That's what Facebook's for, isn't it?
So Facebook is only for old people now.
Yeah.
It started off for the kids, then all the parents came, and then all the kids left.
Yeah.
That's how it works. I find, so I'm in a couple of Facebook groups, Lego-wise, and Facebook seems to be the place to go to get, abuse. That's all I can really see. It's it's the Crazy AFOLs group. They're just really all quite mean. People will post a picture and go, oh, my box is a little bit damaged. And that's upset them. And everyone goes, just throw the boxes away. And it turns into a ridiculous, just trolls. But that's all the group members. I'm like, why would you ever join this group? I don't actually know why I'm still in it, because it does bother me, the amount of, craziness on that. I guess the clue's in the name, Crazy AFOL.
Yeah.
But I can't see any reason why you would post there.
No. And
is that really sharing your love of Lego? I guess that's sharing your love of having Lego, because it always seems to be a look at this set I got, or look at this thing I'm buying, as opposed to look at this thing that I made myself, or I've made a city kind of thing. It doesn't seem to be that kind of content. There are some Facebook groups for sort of city builders and things, but it just doesn't seem like a very nice place there. And the same sort of Twitter is, people just seem a lot angrier over there.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Instagram for sure seems the nicest place for like sharing photos and getting comments on things that, oh yeah, that's really good, let me share that kind of thing. Maybe YouTube as well, I don't know.
I think you seem to get a lot more comments on Instagram.
I think because it's quick and easy.
Yeah.
Like if someone's seen something, they comment.
Yeah.
Whereas if someone's had to watch your video, they might have got bored halfway through before they've left their comment.
Yeah.
So there's a lot more investment for them.
Yeah.
So maybe if you want to share your... Well, it depends what you're trying to get out of it. But if you're trying to share what you love about Lego to get a response, then Instagram is a better place for it.
Yeah. And I guess it's also... So I quite frequently complete Instagram, which you never do.
No.
But that means that, you know, I don't follow that many people or that many hashtags.
Sorry.
Okay. But so if someone does post on one of the hashtags I'm following, then I will see it. Whereas there's no way I know of that someone could guarantee that I would see something on YouTube.
No, that's true. So you can hone your search kind of criteria down quite nicely on Instagram.
Yeah.
I care about these mock builders and this hashtag.
Yeah.
There's no way to do that on YouTube. I mean, they have the concept of hashtags, but I don't know how you subscribe to one or like follow one. I've never actually clicked on one of the hashtags on YouTube. I just put them in every time I make a video.
Yeah. I think if you can search on hashtags.
Yeah.
I guess if you search on hashtags and just keep watching videos, they will eventually show up, probably, on your homepage.
Yeah. But I think that's the thing. It's on YouTube, you've got a channel, and that's sort of your thing, but you're still very much relying on being pushed out to people with the sort of same interest. And I guess that's maybe true on Instagram. How do people find you in the first place? I guess it's more shared by others.
Yeah.
Instagram, other people who like your stuff share your stuff. Yeah. Whereas...
But it's also, as I said, those hashtags. If you're new, but you really like work on a specific thing. Yeah. So, like, I know the Winter Village hashtag, Lego Winter Village hashtag, gets quite a lot of
especially
views over Christmas and stuff. If you come into it and that's your niche, you just need to put the hashtag in and a lot of people will see it.
Yeah.
Whereas, you know, getting started on YouTube can be hard. Getting started on Twitch can be really hard. And I know a lot of people have complained about that.
Because how do you get discovered?
Yeah, so normally Twitch, it's pushed out based on popularity, it seems.
But you can't be popular if you've only just started.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I guess you've got to find the community and go and hang out with them for a bit before you start. It's all very tricky. What's the point of sharing your love of Lego?
I don't know. For some people, it's that they want to show what they've done and get praise for it. Others will want to be given tips for how they can improve
advice and things. I guess the other option is like conventions and things.
Yeah.
So we went to one this weekend and I could see the guy who'd built this mock telling people about it. The smile on his face and how happy he was about, look, I built this and I'm really proud of all my choices. Like, so he was getting that validation, but without having to use a computer or any sort of social media.
Yeah.
It was an actual interaction with someone.
And I guess the other thing is showing your love of Lego to find someone else who loves Lego and finding like-minded people.
Yeah. It's nice to have
I mean, you know, there were multiple people in the community who found each other through the community.
Yeah. And now good friends. Like, not just Lego friends, but friends. Yeah. It's just about connection, I guess, isn't it? And you've also got Lugs, I guess. That's another platform that you could use to share your love of Lego.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you've got... I think the one thing that Facebook probably does better than the others is finds a local community.
Yes, that's true.
YouTube doesn't really have any concept of geography built into it.
TikTok does though, doesn't it? Like, if you, certainly in some of the podcasts I listen to about growing your YouTube and things, they talk about how they moved countries and they suddenly couldn't see all the creators they used to see. Like, they were never
Right.
getting recommended because they were now in a different place. So they were being recommended those local creators.
It's interesting.
So you don't specifically say where you are, but it knows.
Yeah.
And so it changes how it recommends things to you. Is that not still the case for YouTube? Because there must be a lot more content out there for like in different languages that we never see.
Yeah. They probably do know language.
Yeah.
Base it off that. But, I get recommended a lot of Americans and Australians.
That's because they all kind of talk our language.
Yeah. But, in Facebook, you'd be going, well, I want something that's, in my county.
Yeah.
So it's a much smaller area that you're looking over.
But it's not to say you can't have a wider one.
No.
Why does it matter that it's local?
Because if you're specifically looking for people who you could meet up with in person,
Right.
obviously finding one where they're within an hour's drive of you is better than finding one where you're making friends in Australia.
Yeah. That's fair.
I mean, I guess with Twitch, you're more finding people within time zones because it's so much focused on the streams. So therefore, the people who you'll be seeing are the people who are awake at that time.
At the same time as the stream, yeah. I think I'm happy on YouTube. But I don't think I want to draw a line and say that's where I'll always stay, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, finding new people is always beneficial, kind of thing. There's no downside to finding more people to share. Look at my city with.
Depend on the people.
If they say, oh, it's a rubbish city, then yeah, that might make me sad. It's not a rubbish city though, is it?
It's not. It's a lovely
Beautiful
city.
city.
One day you'll go up and look at it.
It's a long way up. Just wait till you take photos and then I can see it that way.
Yeah. So if you were starting now, would you still start with YouTube?
Don't know.
Because obviously we've seen a lot of new people. We've seen some new people who pretty much just went on to Twitch. We've seen some people who, within a year of them starting on YouTube, transitioned over to Twitch. And I think for some, you can get money through on Twitch a lot easier.
I guess it depends what you're looking for. So yes, if you're looking for money, getting to the point where you're monetized on Twitch does seem slightly easier.
Yeah.
But if you're looking for a community, then wherever you find that community is where you need to be.
Yeah.
Like, you can try on Twitch and find no one. You could try on YouTube and find no one. So then try somewhere else. Or just keep plugging away. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's tricky. There are people out there for you. You've just got to find the right platform for them, I guess.
I don't know how many people will only watch one platform. I know it's come up recently quite a lot because of mockumentary moving from YouTube to Twitch. People talking about how they don't like Twitch and how they probably won't move with it.
Yeah.
And I definitely see people in like chat in Twitch who I've never seen in chat on YouTube, even when it's one of the people who does both YouTube and Twitch.
Yeah. I guess people like what they like.
Yeah.
Like, familiarity with the platform is key, I think.
Yeah.
You feel comfortable there because you're used to it. I think Twitch has got features that I quite like, that I'd like to see over on YouTube, but it's got a lot going on that's just suddenly a bit, ooh, what's going on here? But then it can be fun sometimes. I think it all depends on how much each stream does, like how crazy it gets.
Yeah.
And also what frame of mind you're in at the time. When you're like you're at the end of a long day and you're winding down, you don't want to be hyped up, kind of thing. It's the mood you're in. Depends on where you'd want to pitch what you're watching, I guess.
Yeah. And I think for me, as an audience member, I prefer YouTube over Twitch and over TikTok when it comes to Lego content. I just find Twitch to be annoying. I find the way some of the features work, so like my phone kept having issues on Monday with mockumentary, and so I had to keep closing the whole thing down, starting it back up, and was then presented with a 30-second advert before I could join the stream. And then when I finally got it all sorted, then they went to an ad break.
Yeah, I think the adverts on Twitch are aimed to make you subscribe. Like, they definitely seem a little bit more intrusive than the ones on YouTube. And obviously you get some channels where they are more intrusive because people have monetised to the point they want a revenue income.
Yeah.
A revenue stream. Like, a decent amount back in, so they up the ads kind of thing. But yeah, the Twitch ones are a bit frustrating.
I think it's more that it's because it's down to the person choosing when they put the ad break in. You can come in and immediately hit an ad break, whereas that doesn't happen with YouTube because YouTube does it based on the viewer, not based on the content.
Yeah. You sure that's how it works on Twitch?
Yeah. I think there are things where it can force an ad break. I think someone at one point was saying that if you don't take an ad break every so often, it will just start one for you. But then I actually think Instagram is the one that I pay more attention to. Looking through pictures and stuff, I find.
I think because it's just so easy to digest.
Yeah.
Like, it's something you scroll through when you've got 5 minutes. You don't need much time to get a lot of value from Instagram. Whereas to watch a video, 5 minutes on YouTube, that's one video, one creator, that's it.
Yeah.
Instagram, you're seeing many creators all at once. And it means you can look further if you want to. You can, like, skim through.
Yeah. And I think also that's kind of why I'm not really paying attention to TikTok.
For Lego?
For anything, because the content gets longer. I'm not looking at TikTok because I want to spend the evening watching videos. I'm doing it because I've got a spare 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, so if they're up to 10 minutes on it, TikTok, there's one TikTok.
Yeah.
No one wants to watch one TikTok. It's impossible to watch one TikTok. Or at least it used to be. I don't know, that's weird. Especially because you can never exit out of the stupid program.
Can you not?
Well, I can never manage it. I always click exit, or what I think is exit, and it goes, I'll play you another TikTok. So I do it again, I'll play you another TikTok. I think there's a different button that I should be pushing.
Maybe.
Or I should be pushing it twice quickly, but I get stuck in TikTok. So I think having a finger in all the pies is the way to kind of do it.
Yes.
Like, as both
many strings to your bow.
Yeah, as both a creator and someone who's consuming that content, because that way you see everything. Or you can match what you want to look at based on your mood. You can find people based on their preferred way of absorbing content, kind of thing. It makes sense to be everywhere. But then when you're just starting out, being everywhere means you're not really anywhere. So it's a balance. You start out on one, and then you go then you go global.
And I think the problem that a lot of people actually have is getting started on a platform. If you do it from a consumer point of view, you've been a consumer for a long time, particularly on YouTube, you're following lots of people, and then suddenly you decide you want to get into it and you want to start doing streams in particular. You're then sat there going, well, when do I stream? Yeah,
because you don't want to stream over people you want to watch.
Yeah. And you don't want to stream against someone who's very popular, who you know that the people who you chat with will be watching them. They wouldn't come and watch you, so you don't want to have problems with that. And so I think that can be a real inhibitor to some people streaming.
Yeah.
And once you start going, oh, well, people are streaming at this time on YouTube and then they're over on this time on Twitch, and trying to find a slot where there's no one on any platform, it is impossible.
It is literally impossible. That's kind of the point of there being so many creators.
Yeah.
That there is something for everyone at every point of the day.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Which is good and bad.
Yeah. You just have to remember that, like, yes, you've got this group of people who you talk to, but other people are going to want to watch you. Like, it's not just those people.
Yeah. But I know that we've had the advantage that pretty much in all the streams we've both been there.
We've always streamed together.
At the very start, I was at least in the same room.
No, we've always streamed together.
When our first couple of streams, when we were up in the Lego room, you were essentially building on the camera, and I was then working in another part of the Lego city on stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
What was I streaming?
I don't know.
I thought our very first stream was when we did like the head-to-head and the crocodile.
That was the first one where we were both on the camera, but you did ones before that.
We've been streaming a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need... If you haven't got people in the chat, then having someone in the room helps, because then you have someone to talk to.
But
or
if that's not an option, you're trying to pick a time when you're hoping to get people in, and that, again, makes it more complicated.
You just have to embrace talking to yourself.
Yeah.
It's not that bad. So what's our advice? Go everywhere.
For finding content, watching content, go everywhere. For if you actually want to create content, I would say pick one.
Yeah.
Start with it till you're comfortable. Then
work out what
add another one.
Content you want to do as well. If you want to do long form, short form, that will help.
Yeah.
Pick it. Or if you just want to take photos, that'll be Instagram.
Yeah. Not Twitter.
They're angry at Twitter. Twitter is always angry. Okay. So if you want to find us on all of those many, many platforms, we're the Brick Mods everywhere. Quite easy to find us.
On an Instagram, I'm Ian Brickbod.
No, don't look at Ian's. He posts stuff that he shouldn't.
I don't. I post amazing mocks.
Sure. Also, if you want to catch any of our previous episodes of the podcast, ones that were recorded slightly earlier on in the day when we're slightly more awake, I'll link up the playlist for that now, or you can find it in the show note. And we'll be back next week, hopefully not full of cold and a lot earlier. So we'll catch you next week. Bye!
Bye.